Everyone, it is time for the first video of the year, so happy new year everyone. I hope that you all are gonna have an absolutely wonderful year, and it is time to finally do some end of year, beginning of year content. I did want to do the top reads of 2023 first, but that was like the most overwhelming one, and so I thought I would just do a good old anticipated releases video, and then we're gonna get into that later. So let me know what content you would like to see when it comes to like beginning of year content, but also just like this year, if there's anything that you like that I do, anything that I don't really do that you would like to see, please tell me. Let's get into the most anticipated romances of 2024 for me. I have quite a few, so let's dive in. The first book that I have here is actually a book I feel like not that many people have heard about, and that is The Wraith King by Juliet Cross. So this is actually, I think, coming out on January 30th, so there are quite a lot of January releases, which I'm so happy about. Obviously, I want to read these books as soon as possible. And I feel like every January I just feel so inspired to read, and I'm just in such a strong reading mood. And obviously new exciting books coming out make it even more exciting. So I will be saying exciting like a lot in this video. So this book is like a romantasy. I don't really like the word, but I mean the word is not the problem. It is a good word, I guess. It's just like the books that have come out in it don't work for me in a lot of ways. This, however, I think will most absolutely work. I love Juliet Cross. She's one of my favorite authors, and she actually has written, mainly I think she's known for, I know she's known for paranormal romance, and those are like my favorite paranormal romances of all time, so you need to read that if you have not yet done that. But this is her first like romantic fantasy, which I'm so ready for. It's supposed to be kind of like gothic and slightly darker, and I don't really remember any of the plot, but when it comes to my favorite authors especially, I don't like going into their books knowing much about it. You know, I just want to know the vibe, maybe like a trope or two, and I want to learn the synopsis along the way. So this is a book that I'm super excited for, that I think is going to be amazing, and I think more people should have it on their radar. So then we have a book I like am so ready for, but I'm also like not ready for because it's gonna like take over my entire heart, and that is The Other Side of Disappearing by Kate Clayborn. So I have now read 2 books by Kate Clayborn, and I can absolutely say she has become one of my new favorite authors. And her books just speak to me on such a deep level that I can't even put it into words. And this is the new release that's coming from her that like I need immediately, and it's coming out on March 26th, which I'm glad is not like that far away. And in the meantime, I can read her older books, which I want to buy as soon as possible. So I also don't really want to know what this is about. But her last release, Georgie All Along, was like everything to me. Like absolutely everything to me. And I also absolutely love the title of this. And like I just know that book is going to be like the best thing ever. So then we have A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams, which is coming out on February 6th. And this is also one of my absolute most anticipated releases. Tia Williams, 7 Days in June by Tia Williams is one of my favorite books of all time, and so this is also her newest release, obviously, and it's kind of supposed to have like a slight magical element to it. I think like if you read like the 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, I feel like maybe that's like that's I think the direction of the genre, and I am like so here for it. As a genre on its own, I didn't think I liked it that much. But then books like that prove to me that it can be actually absolutely incredible. And the little line on Goodreads says that this is an epic love story 100 years in the making. And there's some kind of like, it also says that it's set against the backdrop of modern Harlem and Renaissance glamour. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde is a swoon-worthy love story of 2 passionate artists drawn to the magic, romance, and opportunity of New York, and whose lives are uniquely and irreversibly linked. which I think sounds absolutely fascinating, unique, and just absolutely incredible. And based on how much I loved 7 Days in June, I'm just like, this is gonna be a new favorite as well. And I'm like, I am so ready. So then we have another favorite author. I swear I do actually have books by authors I have not heard from before. But I mean, if you have not heard of these authors, like, you absolutely have to. So that is This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. And Before I Let Go, the first book in the series, was also one of my absolute favorite books. And Kennedy Ryan can do no wrong. She is definitely one of the most incredible authors I have ever read from. And her skill in writing never ceases to amaze me. Like, it is just so incredibly impressive and powerful and beautiful. And her writing and her books and characters also just completely take over my heart. And this one, I'm sorry, like, I will have my, I'm gonna have my Goodreads shelf for the 2024 releases down below if you want to see all that. And I'm sorry if I'm not gonna describe all the books. I'm just like, I, I just don't want to know. And I know other people are like this, but I'm also sorry if it's very annoying. So I will soon tell you about authors that I don't already love, but it's not the next one, because that is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I mean, a lot of people have fallen in love with Abby Jimenez with her last 2 releases. I am one of those people, and at this point, I'm just like, she's also definitely becoming one of my favorite authors. And this is supposed to be like a summer romance, obviously. And it says that it's a sharp and what the fuck is that word? A sharp and scintillating summer novel that will make readers laugh out loud and cry happy tears. Oh, it says that the hero has a curse that every woman he dates goes on to find their soulmate the second they break up. And a woman slides into his DMs with the same problem. And they'll date each other and break up, and their curses will cancel each other's out, and they're both gonna go find the love of their lives. That sounds so fun. Obviously, they're gonna fall in love. Okay, that sounds absolutely amazing and also really unique. And I'm so here for that. So that is coming out on April 2nd. So I'm really happy these books are like earlier in the year, because like I obviously don't like waiting for that long. I do really want to try to get more arcs this year. But at the same time, obviously it's exciting to just, get the books when they come out. So the next book is How You Get the Girl by Anita Kelly, which I actually do have an arc of. I have started it. I have not finished it yet. I really wanted to finish it in now this year. And so we're going to be doing that in the next week. But this is a sapphic adult romance. It's kind of like a sports romance in a different way than most sports romances are, where one of the heroines is a basketball coach at a high school, and the other heroine used to be like a really famous player, and she has not been playing for a long time, and she ends up helping with the team. And it's just it's so incredibly cute. Anita Kelly writes such incredibly sweet romances that also connect with me so hard, and I absolutely cannot wait to keep reading this and for everyone else to read it. And it is coming out on February 13th. So then we have an author who is actually on BookTube / AuthorTube, which is Caden Armstrong, and that is called Truthfully Yours. I'm so happy. I have actually not seen her videos in a while. I don't know. I definitely should be still subscribed. There's a chance she has not really been posting, or I just haven't seen it on my feed. So I need to check that. But this is her first book, and I've been seeing her posts on Instagram. And this is supposed to be a roommate's story. I'm pretty sure there's autistic and bisexual representation. And everything that she's shared on Instagram just sounded so incredible. It's also set around a bookstore, and I'm pretty sure it is in Scotland. And we absolutely love that. We absolutely love that. If you didn't know, I live in Edinburgh, and I really want to read. Generally, I actually don't like Scottish books as a vibe on its own, but I want to read more. I actually want to do a video reading books set in Scotland, and this is a book that I think I'm really gonna love, and the cover is just adorable. Then I have Never Duke Well by Alexander Vasti, which is I'm so excited about, and I cannot believe it's coming out in July, July 23rd. Because Alexander, this author basically had 3 historical romance novellas on her newsletter for free that I got, and they're going to now be normally published, I think, next month. So these are also books that I think you should all check out. Absolutely incredible. I've read the first one, started the second, but like the most incredible, super fun, lighthearted, funny, steamy vibe. It is absolutely everything. And there's actually going to be a new historical romance novella that I guess I could include in here as well. And this is gonna be her first full-length novel. So obviously I do love novellas. I'm gonna eat all those books up, like absolutely. But this is obviously gonna be longer. And I know it's gonna be like absolutely perfect. And the cover is so cute. And like I cannot believe I have to wait that long, you know? So you all need to check out this author. I definitely think that not enough people have heard of her. Again, like check out the novellas and this book, add it to your TBR, because again, like she is an absolutely incredible new historical romance author that like is already like blowing me away with her books, with just like one book, basically, 2, 1.5. And the description says that in this steamy Regency romp, Lady Selena is determined to find the Duke of Stanhope the perfect wife. The only problem is she's starting to think that might be her. Oh my gosh, okay, I didn't even read that before, so that is very fun. It's quite a common trope in historical romance, but it is just like such a fun setup, and I don't even care what it's about. Like, I know I'm gonna love it, and you all need to. Seriously, add it to your TBR. So then I have Isabelle and the Rogue by Liana de la Rosa, and this is an author that I've heard so much about, but I actually only read like one of her older books that I think was also a novella. So I love this cover so much, and I've been seeing the first book quite a lot as well, and I just need to dive in. When a Mexican heiress defies Victorian society to protect her country, a British war hero makes it his new mission to protect her. So I guess it's a bodyguard romance. It's coming out on June 4th. So I guess before that happens, I will read the first book at least, because that's also in quite a while. But this cover is just like screaming at me with its beauty. Like I need it on my shelf, like right now. Speaking of beautiful covers, we have At First Spide by Olivia Dade. So I cannot believe that I have not read all of her books at this point. I only read one of her backlist titles. I still have not read, spoiler alert, because like I hyped it up so hard that I've been like procrastinating on it for absolutely no reason. I will be reading it this year, hopefully this month, but this is a new series by Olivia Dade, and I just love her writing. I love her as a person. I cannot wait for this. And I've also seen things about this book that make me think that like it's going to be everything to me. And the description says that Olivia Dade welcomes you to Harlot's Bay in this delightfully sexy rom-com about a woman who buys the town's famous spite house only to realize the infuriating man she can't stand lives right next door, and their unwilling proximity might spark something neither can ignore. So it's kind of like enemies to lovers, which is not my go-to trope actually, but I do want to read more of it because like obviously it can be super fun when it's done well, and if I trust someone to do it well, it's Olivia Dade. So I cannot wait for this. Then we have Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen, and Danielle Allen is an absolutely amazing indie romance author, and this is her first traditionally published book. This cover is so cool, and I'm so ready. It says that Bridget Jones meets Insecure in Curvy Girl Summer, a smoking hot, hilarious novel about the perils of online dating. So I just like cannot wait. Seriously, Danielle Allen, if you have not read her indie books, you need to get on that. They are so fun, so engaging, amazing characters, steamy and super fun, and they're basically all or most of them are Black love romances. So that's something you're looking for. You need to check out her books that are already out, and then obviously this one as well. I am so excited for this, and it's coming out on June 11th. Then we have her Adventures in Temptation by Megan Frampton. That's another one of my favorite authors. Can you see a pattern? I do actually really want to find more new authors this year, but clearly, you know, like this is just where we're gonna begin, and like it makes sense, you know, and I'm honestly extremely happy that I know so many authors that I love. So I also don't know anything about this. But the first line is Simon Jones has a secret. He is soft-hearted. Okay, like I honestly, that's absolutely perfect. So I love it. If you love historical romances, you also need to check out Megan Frampton. I love her so much. The another book by an author that is a favorite for me is The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. So I already fell in love with Christina Forrest books when I read her YA books, and then she put out The Neighbor Favor, one of my favorite books of 2023, and the characters kind of appear in that book, and I cannot wait for this. And this says two former high school sweethearts get a second chance in this marriage of convenience romance. Second chance, childhood sweethearts, and they get a marriage of convenience. Like, I could not put a better cocktail together. Like, absolutely. The next book is Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings, which is a book that technically I have already read. So I will obviously be still telling you about it in this video because like it is an absolutely incredible book that you all need to pick up when it comes out, which is gonna be in April on the 16th. So I will also most absolutely be buying it when it comes out, and I want to reread it. I love this cover so much and I love the book. It is a sapphic romance. It's kind of Grumpy Sunshine. They both come to this flower farm. One of the heroines like already lives there and like owns it, and the other one is here like, yeah, I just bought this, so I own it now. And she's like, how the fuck did you buy it and whatever. So it's that trope where they like have to find a way to like live there and figure out how to like get rid of each other so that only one of them can live there. And it is incredible. It is soft and beautiful and sweet and steamy and perfect. I love Maisie Eddings, another one of my favorite authors. Who is surprised? You all need to check this book out. So then I have a book that I don't even remember adding in here. So it is by an author that I don't know. And it's called The Takeover by Kara Tanamachi, and I have no idea how. Okay, someone says that it's an enemies to lovers. Okay, this says that the heroine turns 30 and she is reminded at every turn that her life isn't what she planned, and she makes a wish on a birthday candle to find her soulmate, and the universe delivers her hate mate, an old high school nemesis. Okay, so this might be another book that has like a slight like touch of magic in it, and that sounds really fun. And some of the reviews look really good, so look at me. There is actually an author that I don't know, and the book sounds super fun. So the next one is also another author that I already absolutely love, and that is Business Casual by BK Borison. I adore BK Borison. The first series that she wrote is absolutely everything to me. Every single one of the books spoke to my soul. And this says that two opposites will find out if one night together is enough to get each other out of their systems in the final book in the beloved Love Light series. I just adore BK Borison, and if you have somehow not read her books, you need to check this out. So the next book is The Next Best Fling by Gabriela Gomez, and this is a book also by a new to me author, and it says two broken hearts decide that the best way to get over their first loves is with a no strings attached relationship in this spicy and charming debut romance. So that sounds super fun. Love the cover, of course, Lenny Kaufman, and I cannot wait. Then we have Right on Cue by Fallon Ballard. I did also read one of her books already, and this is supposed to be like a celebrity romance, which I absolutely adore. And it says that a former actress turned screenwriter finds herself back in the spotlight only for her romantic lead to be the one man she can't stand. So, sounds so good. I cannot wait. The next book is When Grumpy Met Sunshine by Charlotte Stein, and this says, a steamy opposites attract romance with undeniable chemistry between a grumpy retired footballer and his fabulous and very sunshiny ghostwriter. So I'm pretty sure this has, does this have a roommate trope? Kind of looks like that based on, oh my gosh, hold on. I just looked at the cover and Talia Hibbert has a quote at the top that says, a hilarious and modern Cinderella story that feels like eating warm chocolate cake. So if Talia loved it, it's like up there, like at the top immediately. And it's coming out on February 6th. The cover was also designed by Lenny Kaufman, so it was already up there, and now I'm even more excited. The next book is A Little Kissing Between Friends by Chancia C. Higgins, which is a sapphic romance. And ooh, one of the main characters is a music producer, and I think it might be like a workplace romance. Best friends to lovers romance? Maybe this looks like it's a best friends to lovers romance. Obviously, wow, how am I so shocked? I literally forgot the title the second after I said it to you. Obviously, it's called A Little Kissing Between Friends. Like, yeah. If you don't know, I adore best friends to lovers, so I am also incredibly excited about this. Another book that I read already that was everything to me is The Friendship Study by Ruby Barrett. I also adore this cover, and the book inside is even better somehow. This basically has like a friends with benefits and like neurodivergent representation, super sweet, incredible, like steamy and fun, and they're also both bisexual, and like I did actually vlog about reading this book, so you'll hear my thoughts from that at some point, and you all need to read this book. If you have not read any books by Ruby Barrett, you need to fix that because she's incredible. She writes incredible queer adult romances that also just take over my entire heart, and I need more people to read them. So a book that I'm literally like counting the days for is Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Albin, which is another new to me author. It's a cover designed by Lenny Kaufman. It is a sapphic historical romance and is coming out in like a week. So I'm so ready for this. It looks super cute. And it says it's a swoon-worthy debut queer Victorian romance in which two debutantes distract themselves from having to seek husbands by setting up their widowed parents and instead find their perfect match in each other. So, the lesbian Bridgerton parent trap you never knew you needed. That sounds just absolutely perfect and so cute, and I'm so ready, and I'm so happy that it's coming out next week. The next one is Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. Yes, another one of my favorite authors. And this, oh my god, I did not, okay. A surprise pregnancy leads to even more life-changing revelations in this heartfelt, slow burn friends to lovers romance of found family and an unexpected love. Cara Bastone honestly has kind of a similar vibe in her books to Kate Claiborne, so if you have not read one of them, you need to read the other, or, you know, if you have not read either of them, you need to read both. And I have not read, she has put out like a lot of novellas that I absolutely adored, and she has like an older series that I also love. I still need to read one more book in that. And this is like a new book that looks so fucking cute. Again, best friends to lovers. And I didn't used to think that I liked accidental pregnancy or anything like that, but honestly, the past few books that I read with that trope were so good, it might change my mind. So this will also definitely be incredible. Like, I have no doubts about that. And finally, we're on to the last book, which is probably the one that the most amount of people know about, and that is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So I just love Ali Hazelwood. I think she is a really great writer, and she knows what she's good at, and she does that every time. But this is a paranormal romance that's obviously going to be different to her books, at least when it comes to the genre, and I just love her books. I think they're super fun, lighthearted, entertaining, immersive, fast-paced, and just, you know, absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to see what she does with a paranormal romance. So that will be it, because this video is a lot longer than I anticipated, but I hope that you found some new books to add to your TBR, and I cannot wait for all of them. I just love, you know, looking forward to like new releases. So let me know what books you want to read this year, and again, please let me know what content you would like to see from me, and if you made it this far in the video, leave any kind of celebrating emoji down below, because it is the new year and I really love the new year, and it is just such an inspiring time, and I hope that you all feel well and also inspired, or just, you know, yeah. So I will shut up now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon in another one. Bye!